Friends, today is Friday, the 13th of October. Oh my goodness, since we are in the middle of spooky season, we're going to be doing a spooky HHP build that is inspired by a horror movie. And yeah, sure, maybe it's not Friday the 13th when you're actually watching this video, but I promise you I uploaded it on Friday the 13th, my time in Midwest America. So let's get to the airport and start this build. Orville, you adorable dodo, I am ready to go to work. I already have a villager waiting for me on HHP to design their home around this movie. And you'll never guess what the movie is. You'll never guess. But this is really exciting. I mean, how often does the 13th of October fall on a Friday? I looked it up and it's actually not very often. Typically around every 6 to 11 years, although our next Friday the 13th of October is supposed to be scheduled for 2028. So hey, this is a rare occurrence. It is time to celebrate. Nico! Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I just want to squeeze his little cheeks. Nintendo, please, this is a petition. Please make Nico a villager we can have on our island, or whatever we're gonna have for the next game. I want to make houses for him. I want to see him walking around, not just on HHP. He's just too cute. But anyway, Nico, I am ready to get to work. Please take me to my mystery villager. Let's see who we're designing this HHP home for. Oh, there he is, the man himself, Kevin the pig, Kevin Bacon, if you will. This is a big clue. Obviously, I think we know what the build is going to be today for our HHP, so let's get in there and start decorating. So clearly today's build is inspired by a horror movie that stars actor Kevin Bacon. Today's build obviously is inspired by the movie Hollow Man. Ta-da! Here's the build. What do you think? You know, because in the movie Hollow Man, Kevin Bacon was the Invisible Man, so there's nothing there to see. Right? I'm sorry, that was such a bad joke. How mad would you be if this was the build? Just absolutely nothing. But I do apologize to anyone who might have gotten excited thinking I was actually going to do a build around the movie Hollow Man. Today's build is not that. Clearly, on Friday the 13th, we are going to do a build inspired by the movie Friday the 13th. So let's get started with the real build. I'm going to work on the exterior part of this first. So, fun little fact about me, I'm actually not a very big horror movie fan. Even though I designed an Animal Crossing island completely dedicated to horror movies, I am not really one who is drawn to them. I love haunted houses, I love spooky decorations, I love Halloween. I am just not really into horror movies. I think it's just that some of them are a little too much for me. But I've never seen any of the Friday the 13th movies. Actually, you know what? I lied. I totally lied to your face. I apologize for that. I have seen one of them years ago. It was a remake starring Jared Padalecki, who you may know as Sam from the TV show Supernatural. I'm a big fan of his. I saw that movie, and honestly, I couldn't tell you a thing about it. Jason must have been in it. I know Jared was in it, but other than that, I don't remember a thing about it. But I've never seen any of the other movies, so I decided to track down the 1980 very first Friday the 13th, starring Kevin Bacon, to see what it's all about for this build. So let's speed things up here. So I guess in case that wasn't very clear, I guess now I have actually seen 2 Friday the 13th movies. I did watch the 1980 version. It was definitely a bit graphic for the 80s, but you know what? It was pretty decent. I definitely had moments where I was pretty terrified. Overall, I'm glad I saw it. Although, Jason, I don't think this is a spoiler. I'm pretty sure the opening scene of Scream already spoils this for you. But Jason is actually not even in the first one, really. You don't see him with the hockey mask or anything like that. It's actually his mom who is the one who is doing all of his work, I guess you'd say. Although, like I said, the movie Scream already spoiled that for me, so it wasn't a big surprise. But I'm sure for those watching it in the 80s, it was probably a big surprise to them. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my friend Polly Pocket here on YouTube. She made this incredibly beautiful dirt code path. It's so gorgeous. So I will leave any custom codes I'm using in this build. I will leave the custom codes in the description down below, and also a link to her YouTube, so please go check her out. She's really a great content creator. But anyway, here I'm just building out the little archery area, and I'm just trying to make this whole space look a little bit more woodsy and full. The Camp Crystal Lake in the movie was kind of set in a very rustic setting, so just trying to match that vibe a little bit here. Putting in some rocks and stuff. But I want to know, let me know in the comments down below, does anybody have any plans for Friday the 13th? Are you going to watch any of the Friday the 13th movies in celebration of today? Or have you done anything fun for the spooky season so far? Anybody go to any haunted houses or pumpkin patches or anything like that? I went to a pumpkin patch with my family last weekend and it was a lot of fun. Although the weather was getting a little cool for my liking, I am definitely more of a warm weather kind of girl. Fall used to be my favorite season, but now I just get cold way too easily. But I do love Halloween. I would say Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, if you would even consider it a holiday. My husband says it's not technically a holiday. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Do you consider it a holiday? I consider it a holiday. But I love Halloween. I love, like I said, spooky decorations. There is a house close to my neighborhood that just goes all out with the decorations. Lots of big animatronics, spooky things. I just love it. I visit it all the time around the Halloween season. But anyway, I would say that the exterior part of this build is looking pretty good. I would say we're pretty much done here. Let's go ahead and work on the interior now. So I'm just gonna widen the room a little bit and give us a little bit more space, and then give it more of a rusticy cabin feel with the wallpaper and the flooring. And this room I'm gonna actually split into two different sections. So one side is gonna be more of the living quarters where all the beds were, and the other side is gonna be where the main fireplace was and the game area in the movie. So this will be two different areas. I'm just gonna place different items down. But I want to know, let me know again in the comments, would anybody say that Friday the 13th is their favorite Halloween movie? Or what is your favorite Halloween movie? I, like I said, am not really big on horror movies. It's not something I gravitate to. I've watched them. If I'm in the mood, I will enjoy them, but I am not really one for jump scares. I don't like a lot of graphic stuff. My kind of favorite horror movies are like my favorite, I don't even know if you consider it a horror movie, my favorite spooky movie, I guess, is The Sixth Sense. I just like movies where I can really connect with the characters. It has more of a heartwarming message in a spooky movie. I like the movie The Others. That's another one that I really enjoyed. Ones that have a good twist at the end. Those are ones that I'm drawn to more. But like I said, if I'm in a spooky horror movie mood, I will watch them. They're just not typically the type of movies that I am drawn to. But I want to know, what are your favorite movies? Or do you have any recommendations of movies I should see? So I am going to be watching some of these horror movies while I build out some more builds. I do plan to make a few more HHP builds that are themed around spooky movies. So I want to maybe have 2 videos per week for this little mini series of HHP builds. But don't hold me to it though, it's if I have time. So I'm also going to add this little snake code here. In the movie, there is a scene with a snake. It's a real live snake and they kind of attack it. And the sad thing that I learned is in the movie, the handler didn't know what the fate of his pet snake was gonna be. So sad. That part I did not like, knowing that they used a real snake in that scene. But anyway, I think this interior is looking pretty complete, although I do think that even though Jason is not technically in the first movie in his hockey mask, we have to include him in this build somewhere. So I'm going to put down this framed poster and then customize it with the classic Jason hockey mask, just to make it look like he's kind of peeping through the window. And there he is. Look at that. He looks awesome! So Jason is peeking through the window, just wanting to see what's going on inside the cabin. So here is the interior. I think it matches pretty decently to what the movie had. What do you think, Kevin? Do you like your space? Oh no, Kevin, turn around, turn around. Should I feel bad that I've put him in this situation? Poor Kevin. Oh, maybe you should just leave, Camp Crystal Lake. This is not the place for you, buddy. I'm sorry. But what do you think of the build? Do you think it fits pretty well with the theme of the movie? Did I kind of pull it off pretty well for Animal Crossing? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. I do plan on doing some more spooky HHP builds, so do stick around, hit that notification bell. Thank you so very much for watching this video. I hope you are having an amazing spooky season. And no, Kevin, no, don't lay in the bed. No, oh no, I can't look, Please comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next spooky build. Have a good one. Bye.